Okay. My goodness, that was very late. You went to work very late. Wow. But that's okay, no problem. At least you could stay home for a long time on Tuesday. And today, are you going to work again at night?
No, no, only tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Good for you. Good for you, Larissa. So let's check the topics for today. Let's open up our Google Classroom. Just a second. Let's check it out here. Did you have a chance to do your homework?
Tururu.
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. I'll ask no more. So let's see, Larissa. Last class, we did page 68. We are doing unit 9, okay? And today we should run a little bit because we are just a little behind. So we have to do pages 69, 70, 71. And if time allows, we do 72. If not, we only do 70, 71. Okay?
What is the? I know I need to read the book, so I forgot the name. What is the book? Was it your?
Oh
Why?
my goodness, you don't remember the name of the book. Just a moment.
I'm reading with black and white paper, but I forgot. I don't know if it's this.
No, it's A Tale of Two Cities.
Ah, mas ih, caramba, não sei qual é.
Do you have it
Eu sei
there?
que é um com a capa preto e branco.
Yes, of course. Let me show you the picture in just a second. Let me open it up here. Just a second. I don't have the cover copy, but let me see here the planning, because then with the planning I'm opening the file so you can see the name of the book, but I'm quite sure it's A Tale of Two Cities, okay, by Charles Dickens. Yes, there you go, Larissa. Okay, so look, can you see that? So
Yeah.
reader number 1 is A Tale of Two Cities. Okay.
Okay.
Good. All right. So let me minimize this here and go back to our Google Classroom page. Here you go. So as I was saying, we did Unit 9, page 68. I think we started page 69 and we are talking about conditionals. All right, so today I will try to have a special practice activity so we can review the conditionals. All right, so let's take a look at our timetable. Let me show you our timetable. So here is our timetable where we have all the activities. And look, this is where we are. Today is April 4th. No, April 8th, actually. So here we are. April 8th, we should be doing today page 72. We are just a little late because we had a week without classes. We had 2 classes that were canceled because it was a holiday, of course, right? And maybe when we created this planner, we didn't consider the holidays. So, but that's okay, no problem. So we are here, page 70 and 71. The victim meets the burglar. All right, Larissa. So after we finish unit 9, we are going to do the stop and check number 2 from units 5 to 8. But it's not a big deal. Don't worry. A stop and check is only a review test. okay? And we are just going to do vocabulary and grammar, nothing else. There is no writing, there is no listening, okay? All right, it's a simple test. It's just vocabulary and some grammar points. So in this case, from units 5 to 8, we should do this on April 22nd. Let's try, okay? Let's try. Let's see if we can do it. All right, so let me minimize this here and open our books to page 69. Let's finish that book. I mean, that page. Sorry. So, okay, I remember that last class we started this page, but we didn't finish, okay? So I think we just discussed the use of the word just. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I don't know if I corrected this part here, but we can take a look. Okay, let's just to see if there is something missing. Here we are supposed to write the word just where we think it goes best in the sentences. So we have here the first one already done, okay? Miyako isn't here. She just left, for example. And then just to show you the answers, I don't know if I showed you the answers before. We have here, look, the other sentences, right? I'm sorry, I'm in a bad mood. I'm just tired. That's all. Okay? And here it means only or simply. Number 3, I just love your new coat. It means really. Okay? Number 4, I just finished the most wonderful book. So a short time before. Okay? So it means that I just finished short time ago, and now I want you to read it. I recommend. Okay. Number 5, I don't want any coffee, just a glass of water, please. It means only or simply. John's so generous. I think he's just amazing. So he is really amazing. Okay. Who's coming tonight? Just me. Only me, or simply me. Hold on a minute. I'm just going to the restroom. So only or simply. Okay, Larissa, do you remember that?
Yeah.
All right, good. So let's close here. Now, let's focus on the second part because we finished all the left side of the page. And we have a situation here. What can you see in the picture? Look at the situation. What can you see here?
Trash on the street.
Yeah, exactly, right? Actually, we call this kind of trash litter, okay? So let me write it down for you here. Okay, so this is called litter when you throw candy wrap or pieces of paper on the floor like this, on the sidewalk. So you litter. It is a verb and it's also a noun, okay? Sometimes you can see in some places, you can see a sign that says, please do not litter. So they want to warn us that it's not okay or we are not allowed to do this thing. We should look for a trash can, okay, to put our trash. So when you see a sign with these words, it means that you have to be conscious. You can't just throw your paper, your candy wrap, or your can, for example, a soda can, wherever you want. You have to go to a proper place and dispose. Okay? So this is exactly the situation. Since it's out in the streets, apparently on a sidewalk, we call it litter. Okay? Some countries, Larissa, they have a very strong, um, I wouldn't say strong, but a very strict law about littering. They really make the person pay a fine. Like in Portuguese, we say it's like a penalty. When you pay a fine, you have to pay some money because you broke a specific law. Okay? So, for example, in some countries, if you litter, you can get a fine to pay.
Have this here in Brazil. I think, but I não deu certo, né? Com certeza.
But it
But
didn't work. Yeah.
I remember some policy and big field doing something like that. The people are, como é que é? Using cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
They put on, jogou no chão, né? On the
Yeah.
streets, and the police stopped this person. But the people need to give the CPF, né? The number.
Yes. Yes.
But
The
não deu certo.
social security number. Yeah. Unfortunately, here in Brazil, it didn't work out. Unfortunately. So uh, that's really bad because a lot of people here litter in the streets and in public transportation, and that's terrible because there's a lot of trash everywhere. Okay.
Mas acho que tem mais em bairros pobres do que nos bairros ricos.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Então, isso tem a ver muito com educação.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Santa Cruz é um lixo. Agora vai na Barra, vê se tu acha um lixinho no chão lá. Não acho.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There is a difference. Mm-hmm. All right, so let me clear my drawings here. Now, let's see the question they ask us here. Do you have a social conscience? Okay, so let's see, what would you do? Let's see some situations, right, that we may face in our daily lives. Let's take a look at the first one. You see some kids on the street dropping litter, just like I said. There is a trash can 10 feet away. What would you do?
If I know this children, these kids, I would say, hey, put this in the como é
In
que
the
é? Na
trash.
lixeira, in the trash.
Uh-huh.
But if I don't know, I would do nothing.
Oh, okay. So here we have here the word that you were trying to remember. Trash can. Trash can. Yeah. So you would tell the person, you would tell the kids, hey, listen, please put your litter in the trash can.
Só se eu conhecer, senão eu sei que a criança vai me mandar ir para aquele lugar, se eu querer me meter.
Yeah, that's true. So if you know them, right? So here we are imagining a hypothetical situation. Look, what would you do in this situation? So the best way to answer would be, I would tell the kids to put the litter in the trash can. Okay, so this is a good way to practice, because when you write the sentence, you consolidate much better. Okay, so I would tell the kids to put the litter in the trash can. Okay, if I were, suppose, in this situation, oh, I would definitely tell them to put the trash or the litter in the trash can. Now, take a look at the second one, Larissa. This is for you. Whoa, look.
Oh, I'm not working today.
Yeah. So, look at this. You're in a store. You see a woman shoplifting some food. She has 3 small children who look hungry. What would you do?
I will. So I will, because I can. I would, but I wouldn't. I would stop this woman in the door of the stores, and I will talk what I see, and need to. She need to pay what they was lifting.
What she was
I know.
lifting.
I know she have 3 children, but
She has 3
não, isso
children.
isso não é motivo para roubar, né? Principalmente na frente
Yes.
das crianças, por mau
So,
exemplo.
what would you do? You would
Stop it here.
stop the woman, okay?
I had one situation looks like this. One time was a boy, and she was lifting Kit Kat,
Mm,
and my friend stopped here on the stairs of the shopping, and
wow.
this boy said, "Oh, I was hungry," but I know if you are hungry, you don't will take chocolate. Have
You won't get chocolate. Yeah.
you want to get chocolate, so have another things to take. But was a strange situation. But the como é que fala gerente?
The manager.
The manager buys some food to this boy eat.
Oh, did he do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Já que ele estava com fome, ela foi e pagou umas coisas para ele comer, mas falou para ele nunca mais fazer isso.
Oh, how nice, Larissa. That's great. That's great. Yeah. Because it's not, I mean, it's not really good, right? To do such a thing, to go around shoplifting just because you are hungry, right? You can ask, right? You can ask someone to pay a sandwich, to pay you a sandwich, or to buy you something to eat, right?
É pedinte, né? A gente chama de pedinte, né? Ou
Yeah.
você dá uma de pedinte, vai lá na fila, pede ajuda, ou você rouba. É mais fácil pedir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tem gente que ganha maior dinheiro só pedindo.
Yeah, I know. I know. But you have to be honest, right? No
No,
matter
for
what.
example, na store, the bar store, have one man who always asks
There
for
is
one box.
there is one man.
There is one man who always não esqueci.
He asks,
He has to a box of chocolate.
really?
One box. So all the people she only asks one box. So and after he wants for example 10 people cada uma dá uma caixa para ele. Ele vai ter 10 caixas, ele vai lá na rua e vende. Aí ele finge que não consegue dinheiro, só pedindo, entendeu? Mas ele não pede dinheiro.
Goodness.
Ele pede o produto, né? Acontece muito.
Oh my goodness.
É menos. Ele não roubou, ele pediu.
Uhum.
E foi e revendeu assim. Né? Foi uma tática.
Wow. But still, I don't think that's good. I don't think that's okay.
É,
I
mas
know, yeah.
é uma tática deles. Eu não concordo em pedir, né?
Mhm.
Mas dentro da loja não pode mais. Acho que ele só faz isso na porta.
Okay. Wow. That's very bad. Really. Poor people. That's hard. Probably he is hungry. He's unemployed. Okay. That's very bad. So now imagine, Larissa, you are in a clothing store where eating is forbidden, not permitted, okay? You can't eat inside the store. And it's a clothing store like Renner, C&A, okay? Something like this. So imagine eating is forbidden. Then a woman opens a bag of chips and starts eating in front of you. So what do you do? What would you do actually if you
So
saw this?
if I was working in this clothing store, I need to say to this woman to stop. If I
Uh-huh.
was working in this place, but if it was only walking, I won't say nothing.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Because, yeah, if you are just a customer, just a consumer, if you are not really there working, you can say, oh, I think it's not allowed to eat here. I would say that probably. I would say, oh, I'm sorry, but I think it's not allowed to eat in here. Be careful. They might get you. I would maybe give a warning or, just let her know. If I knew that it was forbidden, I I might say that. Okay, I don't know. But or maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I would just look and do nothing, just like you. Yeah. So number four, your best friend is cheating on her boyfriend. Ooh, do you
Cheating,
understand? Yeah. What is cheating? Do you know?
you know.
Cheating on someone is when you are not being honest with someone. For example, here it's her boyfriend. So it means that she is maybe seeing another person and her
Right.
boyfriend doesn't know. Yeah. Okay. So maybe that's the case. Your friend has a boyfriend, but she's cheating on him. So she's going out with another guy, or she's seeing another guy, or even talking to another guy online, for example. Yeah, yeah,
Complicated
yeah.
situation.
Really, really complicated. So that's cheating. That's cheating, okay? So your best friend is cheating on her boyfriend, Bill. She's been going out with him forever. So their relationship is long. They've been going out for some time. But she's also seeing a guy named Mark. What would you do, Larissa?
I wouldn't nothing.
You would do nothing. Oh, shame on
I
you.
can't because it's her life. So if she's my best friend, or I can say for her boyfriend,
Yes, of course. But you can
it's
talk.
complicated because if I say something to her boyfriend, she will have another idea. Oh, it's a complicated.
I
I
know.
prefer be away from this situation.
Yeah. But don't you think it would be a nice idea to talk to her? I wouldn't tell her boyfriend either. I wouldn't because she's my best friend, but I would definitely talk to her.
Oh, yeah. I can start. I would talk with her about this,
Yeah.
but I don't will put my finger in this
Yeah,
situation.
of course. Talking is different from interfering. I think as a friend, you could give her some advice, try to help her because maybe she is undecided. She's going through some problems we don't know. So you could tell her, listen, why don't you break up with your boyfriend and then you keep going out with Mark?
She
Why
will look
don't
at my face
yeah.
and say, "No, I will still go out with these two boys."
Oh my goodness. But then you can all you can do in this case is just tell her, okay, but I don't think that's right with Bill. He likes you. So think about it. And then I wouldn't say anything else. I would just let her know how I feel. Okay? So yeah, we can't do anything about it, but we can suggest, we can talk to the person and see what's going on, right?
Eu diria, se você morrer, o problema é seu, porque eu te avisei.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I told you. It's your decision, but if I were you, I wouldn't do that. Okay, I would break up with my boyfriend. Okay, so let's go to the next situation. So now, Larissa, you are on the sidewalk. A man who says he's penniless and homeless is asking for money. So you give him some. As you're walking away, his phone starts ringing. He pulls out a really nice cell phone and starts talking to a friend. Do you understand?
He's look. It his man look like a homeless, but he isn't.
Yes, actually, he has a great cell
So
phone.
first of all, I don't. I will. Not, I won't give money to this person. I think it's really wrong. Give money. If he are hungry, I will buy some food to eat. But I don't like to give money. A,
Oh, okay.
a não ser se ele estiver vendendo alguma coisa.
Unless
But
he's selling something, yeah.
yeah,
But you
but
wouldn't you wouldn't give him any money.
no, I don't like to give money. It's
Okay.
so easy like that.
Yeah, because then I agree. Sometimes I even help. Sometimes I give money
The people
to
need
beggars because I
to
really feel
understand
sorry.
the money is hard to have, but you only can stop and say, "Oh, I need money." No, you need to do something to have money.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes the person is sick or the person can't walk, the person is handicapped or
But
something, so
I
it's
see a lot of
difficult.
people who can't do a lot of things, but is still selling something. But
Uh-huh.
this isn't not desculpa.
I just, yeah, this isn't an excuse.
This isn't an excuse.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah, you're right. You got a point. So, in this situation, what would you do? Suppose you decided to give him some money for some reason, and then suddenly you see his phone and he's talking on like an iPhone or something, and then you go like, "Oh." So, what would
So
you do?
I would stop this boy and say, "Give back my money."
Give my money
I'm
back.
give money
Okay.
back. I'm not stupid. You have a nice cell phone, so give back my money.
Give my money back.
Give my money back.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I would be afraid. I would be really. I would, maybe this guy is a robber or something. So I just want to go away. I don't want to stay there. If I see that after I helped him, I would just understand that maybe he's a robber and he can try and rob me. I was like, no way. If he has an iPhone, okay, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm not here. I didn't see that. I don't want to know, really. So I would say nothing. I would just go away and try to be very distant.
But it depends how much money you give. So if I give 1 real, I will forget the situation. But if I give is
More, yeah.
so more,
Uh-huh.
it's different.
Even if you pay some food, right? If you get him a nice sandwich or something, and then suddenly his phone rings and then he pulls it out and whoa, an iPhone. Oh my God.
Filho da mãe.
Yeah. All right. So this is exactly for us. Sorry, Larissa, let me zoom out. This page, especially this exercise, is for us to focus on the conditionals, and most specifically here, the second conditional. Okay. Well, let me just erase this that I accidentally scrolled. Okay. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Let's try to cover. Now we have this reading activity that covers pages 70 and 70 and 71. And it's an interesting story. And we are not going to do all the activities, but we will see the vocabulary because that's the most important thing. Okay, let's just take a look at the first question. Have you or has anyone you know, Larissa, ever been the victim of a crime?
Hmm? Let me
Yes,
think.
what happened?
No,
No?
I no,
Oh, I know a lot of people who have been the victim of a crime.
I don't. So, but only have one interesting situation. My father, he was, ele apanhou da,
Really?
da mulher dele e do filho dela. Como é que é o nome que se dá? Esqueci.
So, your father,
Sunflower. É Sunflower, é isso? É.
no, no, step sign.
É, stepson. Stepson. Ele apanhou dos dois.
Oh my goodness, your father?
Yeah.
Oh, Larissa, I'm so sorry. So he got bitten. Let me write it down for you. He got bitten by his wife and his stepson.
Because of that, now he's living with me now.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow, Larissa. Oh, what a situation. Remember, you said something about, I guess, no, it's your mother. Your mother has this, actually a boyfriend, you told me that you don't really like, right? Or he doesn't like you, something like this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And
So
that's
this situation was a little complicated because after she went uh, ai, como é que é correr atrás?
after she went after him.
After him she went after me. So I was working
Who went after you? Your
She and her son. I don't know what it's exactly, but uh, this woman really doesn't like me. So I don't know why. I think is como é que é ciúme?
oh, jealous.
Jealous. So
She's
my father
jealous.
only
She's jealous of
I'm
you.
yes I'm only I one I only child the next father only
Yes, I'm
one
an only
child.
child. I'm an
I'm
only
only
child.
child. So my father helped me a lot. So I think she doesn't like this. So she comes after me to know I don't know how or why, but she make it very. Ai, ela fez muito barulho. Ela quase arrombou meu portão.
Oh my
Me
goodness. She
xingou,
almost crashed
me
your
xingou.
gate. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
me xingou de várias coisas. E eu trabalhando, né? Não sabia de nada.
Oh my goodness. So you weren't at home.
Yeah. So I wasn't in my job. So my friend called me and say, "Hey, be careful when you back to home because she, she can't." Ela podia estar tipo me esperando, né,
She
em algum
could be
lugar.
there waiting for you.
Could be
Oh
waiting
my
for
goodness, Larissa. What a dangerous
was
woman.
was a really crazy day
Wow, I'm
because
so sorry.
I was really worried about who was my father. I this day I need to went to my my mom home house and I was a lot of
Wow.
emotions.
Yeah, I imagine. Very difficult. Wow, I'm so sorry for you, Larissa. And is everything okay now?
Yeah, at moment, perhaps God, everything's okay.
Oh, right. Yeah, your father better be away from this woman.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he shouldn't see her anymore. This is very bad. So here, let me just clear this. Oh my God. Doesn't want to. All right. So here, to start, we are just seeing some words, right? Vocabulary that will be important to understand the story. So let's take a look here at this word here, burglar. How a burglar and his victim became the best of friends. What is a burglar, Larissa? Do you know?
Esqueci. É quem faz bullying, isso? Não.
Sorry?
Eu esqueci o que é burger.
Burglar is a criminal who invades houses.
Eita.
He is a robber, right? He's a robber, but he specializes in trespassing or invading other people's properties. So he goes inside, gets what he wants, and then he goes away. So we call this criminal a burglar. Okay, so if somebody tries to enter your house without permission, this person is trespassing or invading. And if they do that, it's because they want to get something valuable from your house, a TV, a computer, money, whatever. So this kind of criminal, we call them burglars, right? So it's a burglar. So he only goes into houses to commit their crime. Okay, they're very dangerous. When people travel, for example, here in Rio, when people travel, suppose they have a beach house, so they usually ask the neighbors to look after their house to avoid burglars coming in or stealing something. So We always ask the neighbors, "Oh, please take a look at my house because I'll be away for a few days. So can you please take a look at my house or look after my house?" Okay. Usually
Okay.
this is what people do
Only
here.
happen with rich people, no?
Sorry?
Only happen with rich people.
I don't know, Larissa. I don't know. Really, here in Brazil, burglars also invade uh, not poor houses, but regular houses. Let's put it this way: houses that belong to regular people like you, me. Not necessarily rich people.
Porque aqui no máximo que eu sei que rouba é terreno vazio, né? O miliciano toma posse.
Okay, all right. So here we have a lot of in Brazil specifically. I think burglars, they go anywhere they want. They go wherever they want actually. So not necessarily rich people, mansions, and no. They are always on the lookout for something, even if it's just a computer. Okay. So, but okay, yeah, it's more common with rich people. But so the story is exactly that, even though here it's not, I mean, the story didn't happen in Brazil, okay? It was not in Brazil. So the burglar, he gate crashed or he invaded a house and something happened. Let's see the story. Okay, look. The victim, a businessman, Will Riley, 50, lives in the city with his wife and daughter. So look at that. So let's see the situation. We are going to do this together. Can you see the text, Larissa? Yes?
Yeah.
Good. So I would like to ask you to read the text in silence and then tell me what you understand. I will do the same. I will read the text in silence too, and I will highlight some important words. Okay? So let me just zoom in so you can see better. Okay? Let's try to. Okay. Can you see now? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's do this, but in silence, because I think it's better for us to understand. Okay, are you done?
Okay.
So let me just zoom out and see if there is anything there. I guess there is the other version of the story, actually. Oh, beautiful. Let me reload here because the page is not coming down. So I'll have to sign in again. Whenever this happens, we have to sign in again to reach the page we want. I'm already used to that. Oh, I was lucky. They didn't ask to sign in. Oh, how nice. Oh, right, great. So there is some more here. I will zoom in so we can finish this story. These are the pictures, right? Of actually, this is the picture of the burglar and the victim. Who is the burglar, Larissa? Who is the victim?
I don't know.
Mhm.
The first
The
is
first
the robot. The first,
the
I don't know.
burglar. Yes, that's true. The first guy is the burglar, and this guy here is the victim. Okay, let's take a look at the other part of the text. It's quite long, but it's okay, no problem. Let's try to finish this part where he talks about the situation, the victim. Okay, so here. Oh, sorry, I'm zooming in to make it easier for you to read.
Caraca,
Yes. Interesting, wasn't it?
bem louco.
Yeah, quite strange. I don't think that would work here in Brazil. I don't know, maybe, but I don't think so.
Of course, no.
Yeah, probably not, right? So let's see some words that help us understand the text better. Okay. So let's see the first paragraph here. He said that he was getting ready to go to the gym when he walked into his hallway and stopped dead in his tracks. What is that? Stopped dead.
É, congelou, tipo, congelou?
Yeah, when you stop suddenly. Okay, so he was
Uhum.
there, he walked into his hallway and suddenly he stopped. Okay, so this is only to give a stress on our stress or focus to the fact that it was really sudden. Okay, then he saw this guy and he was dressed in a scruffy leather jacket. What is a scruffy leather jacket?
Hum, não sei, não sei não. Scruffy.
Scruffy is the same as old or dirty or worn, something that you've been wearing for a long time and it has some missing parts, maybe, right? Because it's old and shabby. So, scruffy, it's more to do with not well kept, dirty. Okay, ladies?
Ok.
So, So he was dressed up in, not dressed up, he was wearing a scruffy leather jacket. So you could see that he was a robber. If you saw him, you would see that. Then what happened next is that they joined a fight. I mean, they got into a fight with each other. So here he says, we kind of fought with each other. I just highlighted here to show you that this is the simple past of the verb fight. Okay? When you fight with someone, especially physically, you start hitting this person and this person hits you back. Okay? So you
Ok.
fight. And here it's the past. Okay? So they fought physically, really. Okay? A passerby saw us and called the police. So, what is a passerby?
I don't know.
Sorry?
Passerby é visitante? Não sei.
No, not really. It's a person who was just passing at the time the situation happened. A person in the street passing, okay? Suppose you are walking and then suddenly you see a robbery inside a store. So you are not working at the moment, you are just walking, okay? And then you see the robbery, then you decide to call the police. You get your cell phone and you call the police. So in this situation, you are just a passerby, not that you are a witness. Witness is something different. Is when you actually see all the action, you see what happened, and then you have to talk to the police later to give your testimony, right? So you are a witness. Here, a passerby is just a person walking, okay?
Uhum.
All right, so this guy, this passerby, he saw the guys fighting and then he called the police, right? What happened? The police arrived because he held him and then he was arrested. What is the meaning of arrested?
Arrastado.
No, they arrested him and took him. To be arrested is to be taken to jail. Okay, when they put handcuffs on you. I don't know if you saw on TV today, but a lot of channels talked about the same case. Have you seen that about the little boy who was killed by his mother and his stepfather?
I'm not watching TV.
Oh yeah, you told me. Okay. All right. So there has been a case now going on for some time of a 4-year-old boy who got killed by his stepfather and his mother.
Well,
Unfortunately, yeah.
this is biblical.
Yeah, I think so, Larissa. I think so. I think so. And I'm so sad. I'm so
These
this
things don't surprise me because it this is always in the Bible, so I'm not scared anymore.
yeah, yeah. I agree, Larissa. Yeah, it's really biblical. It's something that has been predicted before.
Hmm.
And in the situation, he was arrested today, him and the woman, both of them, right? The couple, they were arrested today. So they were taken to jail, okay? And they put handcuffs on them, you know?
Arresting e levar pra cadeia, então.
Yeah,
Ok.
okay. So they, in this case here, they arrested the burglar because he was able to hold the guy until the police arrived. Okay, so they arrested him and took him. So when you are arrested, you usually get handcuffs on your hands. So the police immobilizes you, so you can't move because your hands are um, locked together. Okay, so
Ok.
this is the meaning of arrested. So they arrested him and took him away. And only then did he realize, because he put his head, I mean, he put his hand on his forehead, I think, or yeah, and he felt blood coming, coming out, and he noticed that he had been severely hit on the head because the guy had smashed a flower pot on his head. So to smash something on your head is when the person uses an object to hit you. Okay, so the guy used a flower pot. Okay, and it hurt him badly. So much so that he went to the hospital and he needed stitches. So,
Ih,
yeah, you have to put those two parts together using a needle and a thread. So the doctor had to give him stitches to close the opening. Okay, so that was very violent. And then he imagined, okay, what if my daughter had been at home? Imagine, right? Because luckily at this moment, his daughter wasn't at home, only him, okay? Only he was there. So then he was just wondering, my goodness, what if my daughter had been at home? Would he have attacked her? Right? So this is the victim imagining a different scenario. Okay. All right. So then let's move on to the next part. So after that, the burglar, he was in this kind of program that not here we don't have in Brazil, but in some places they do. It's when they want to re-educate the criminals. So they make the criminal, Larissa, meet the victim and talk about what happened to help them realize the mistake they made and stuff like this. So some countries, they have this kind of program in jails, right? So they put criminal and victim face to face to see what happens. Of course, in a safe environment. Okay. All right. So this is what happened. And then he went there. He was invited to go to the prison where he was, and then he met the burglar. He didn't understand the purpose at first, but then he went anyway because he was curious about it. He was like, "Oh my God, I have to see this. I have to go there and check it for myself." Then he sat in the prison library, and then the guy explained how he'd come from a dysfunctional family and spent his life in and out of jail. So, was it the first time he was in jail?
No.
No, exactly. He had already been in jail many times before, okay? And he came from a dysfunctional family. What do you understand by dysfunctional?
Um, a family with a lot of problems.
Yes, exactly. That's it, Larissa. So he had a very difficult upbringing. His family was dysfunctional. Probably his mother and his father had many fights. There was violence involved, maybe even drugs. We don't know, okay? But it
Mhm.
was a dysfunctional family. And then he talked about it. And then what happened? What was his reaction? The victim's reaction? He started asking, why me? Why did you choose me? Right? He was really angry. So he screamed at the guy and he said, why me? Why did you ruin my life? What does he mean by that? Why did you ruin my life?
Rainy. Sei lá, me lembra de arruinar, mas eu acho que não é isso, não.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yes, of course. Why did you destroy? Why did you destroy my life? So ruin, ruin. Why did you ruin my life? Okay. Why did you destroy my life? So he was really angry and he talked to the guy because after the burglary, the victim changed all his habits and he became more suspicious of people around him. He didn't want to live in the city anymore. He wanted to go to the countryside. So he changed a lot of things in his life. And then he saw that as a way of kind of a trauma. He got traumatized. Okay. So, and then after that, the guy looked at him and the guy looked stunned when he was saying all that. So, to look stunned is to look kind of shocked. Like
So,
you look at somebody, because imagine you are talking to someone and then suddenly the person starts screaming at you, shouting, and being aggressive, and then you look at the person like this because you're not expecting. Okay, so you look stunned. Okay, and then he realized he was just an ordinary guy. So what is an ordinary guy?
ah, garoto ordinário.
No, no. This is a false cognate. It doesn't mean that. So he was just an ordinary guy means he was just a regular guy, a common person, just like me, you, everybody. Okay? So that's what happened when he saw the look. in the guy's eyes. He saw how he reacted because he was like shocked because of his reaction. He thought, oh, he's just like me. He's just like you. He's just like anybody. He's a regular guy. So he's just an ordinary guy. Okay? And
Yes.
then he decided to help him instead of attacking him because of the things that happened. He decided to do differently. Okay, now I need to do something to help this guy. Okay, because he's just as a victim as I am. He's just as a victim. I was the victim here, but this guy is also a victim. This is what he realized. Okay, so all right. So because I could see Peter was just a normal human being. Okay. So just complimenting here, just using the same idea that he was just a normal person. Okay. But who was going through a hardship. And then he decided to help this guy. And according to what he says here, they became friends, sort of, right? Because they stayed in touch after he was released from jail. And he met him dozens of times since he was released. And he saw a big change in the criminal. Now he's a better person and he's been trying to get over what happened and also to improve, okay, as a human being. So he says here, it's hard to believe he's the same person who broke into my home. He's totally different. You see how interesting. So, and then in the end, he says, I'm delighted that I've done something to help Peter. So, delighted means very happy. Okay, Larissa?
Larissa.
I'm
Especially.
yeah, I'm delighted. I'm very happy. Hmm. Okay. All right. So, I would like you to read the second part, which is the robber now speaking, but for homework because we won't have a chance to do it in class. So I will just zoom out and ask you to do the same thing we did with the first part. Try to highlight the words that you don't know or the phrases or expressions that you find interesting, okay, that you want to remember later. This is a great way to learn new vocabulary. So read the text and highlight the words you don't know. If you have a chance, look them up in the dictionary. If you don't have a chance, we can discuss them next class. Okay? So
Okay.
for today, I think we basically covered both pages we were supposed to, pages 70 and 71. The victim meets the burglar, and I'll ask you to please read the second part. And for homework, try to do, Larissa, workbook page 62 and worksheet number 2. This worksheet here about the third conditional. All right?
All
Try
right.
to do them. This will help you consolidate. Okay? So just to wrap up, what did we talk about today? What did we learn today, Larissa?
Oh, wood no. Wood. Oh.
Sorry?
Uh, do we remember this part of just and
Yeah,
would?
very good. Yes.
Some vocabulary.
Vocabulary, about social conscience.
Mm,
We practiced the second conditional,
yeah,
right? What would you do? Yes, great. And then with the reading, we just checked vocabulary for now. And we discussed the situation, right?
right.
So Basically, the vocabulary was the focus here. All right, Larissa. So thank you so much for coming. Let me take a picture before we
Hi.
go. Yeah, we have to take a picture, remember?
Yes.
So let's do it. Oh, let me put the gallery view. I think it's better to take a picture in the gallery view. Okay, Laricinha. And this time, you don't need to confirm your attendance because we are recording the lesson. We're recording the class, so you don't need to confirm. Okay?
Okay.
So thank you so much for coming and hope to see you on Tuesday. Be careful, okay, Larissa, when you
Okay.
go to work, try to always wear a mask and don't forget to wash your hands. Okay?
Okay.
Be
Bye
careful.
bye.
Bye bye, Larissa. See you. Bye.